How's everybody doing tonight? As you heard, my name's Kelechi. My friends call me Clutch. You guys can just call me Kelechi. So basically, what we're about to get into is basically going to be a couple minutes of me giving my unasked for opinions to a completely disinterested audience. You can kind of think of it as your average political science lecture, just for reference. So just a little bit about me. I'm a senior. I turned 21 in August, so I've been doing a lot of thinking about what my life looks like outside of college, post-grad, just what that looks like for me. Because I feel I don't want to sound overly philosophical, but I feel everyone has a role that they play on this planet. They just need to figure it out. And I'm gonna sit down for this. So I've been doing some soul searching recently, and I've come to find out some truths about myself that I think I've always known, but recently I've gotten a little more comfortable with it, and I'd like to share that with you all today. First time that I am a hater. Through and through, it is, I can't escape it. It's really who I feel like I truly am inside and who I'm meant to be. But for whatever reason, when I tell that to people, they don't really take me that seriously. And I feel that's just because you guys don't understand where I'm coming from with this. So I think it really started, my village origin story, so to speak, as the kids are calling it. It starts back in 2014. If anyone's doing math, that's about 8 years ago, which would put me at 13. Now, what could a 13-year-old possibly have to hate? Was I still reeling from seeing The Fault in Our Stars for the first time? Yes, but so was the rest of the world. You know what happened in 2014? Any guesses? I'll tell you. The Lego movie came out. And it changed everything. Clutchy, how could a movie about inanimate objects possibly have changed everything? All right, idiots, I'll tell you. When the Lego movie came out, they released a song. It was called Everything is Awesome. Everything is awesome. So when I listened to that as an angsty, newfound 13-year-old, I listened to it once and I thought, everything is not in fact awesome. This is just a lie. And not only did I realize that, I realized that this song was nothing more than government propaganda put in place to make us complacent about our docile, pathetic lives. It's just a movie, Kelechi. Well, you're just a cog in the machine. I get a lot of responses. The typical responses I get when I tell people that I identify as a hater is that, well, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Wrong. Ever heard of a lad named Simon Cowell? Yeah, consider that one debunked. I also get the, well, you sound bitter. Wrong, bitter is a taste, not a sound, turd blockers. And I also get, this is the one I hate the most, it's that, we don't need any more negativity in the world. Wrong! I would actually argue that we don't have enough negativity on this planet. See, in 2014, big year. Iggy Azalea released a song. In that song, she said, "First things first, I'm the realist." And I personally, I took that to heart. It meant everything to me. I read that as Bible. And so people don't like haters because haters are the most realistic people on the planet. It's not my fault that real life is a mess and people don't want to hear about it. I'm not gonna stop being real. Everybody has Be Real on their phones, but no one wants to be real about the future of our basketball team as Chris Arch can't make a three.
Right.
And no one wants to hear about that. And that's fine, but I'm not gonna let it slide. The other day I went to the store and I saw what looked like a happy couple. So off the bat, I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I see a happy couple and they're talking about what seems moving in together, their future plans. And I couldn't help myself. I walk up to them and I'm like, you think you're gonna get a house in this economy? How did you make the rental rates are the highest they've been in the last 13 years? You feel like you should get a cardboard box. So the girl left that conversation in tears, but I think it was a necessary evil. I don't regret doing that. Otherwise, people would just walk around ignorant, not knowing stuff. there are people who just casually walk around looking happy, kind. God help us all, they look delighted. I can't allow it. Yeah, I was actually in con the other day. I see two friends gabbing it up, having a good time. They're laughing. So I'm mad. I'm mad again, obviously. I go up to them. I said, "What the hell are you laughing at? Don't you know orangutans are critically endangered?" There's nothing to be laughed. There's nothing funny about that. People don't like me. They consider it negative. I don't care. And I've already mentioned the "Everything is Awesome" song. Wrong, just wrong. But there's other people in mainstream media who constantly try to diminish the crucial role of the haters in society. I'd actually argue that, the villains, the negative Nancys, the Sue Sylvesters, the Billy Buzzkills of the world are the backbone of our society, but we have artists trying to act like that's not true. There's one artist in particular, also in 2014, big year. She released a song, and I'm hesitant to make this reference because, she's a little underground. I don't know how, familiar people will be with her, but her name was a Taylor Swift. Yeah, very underground. I don't know if people are familiar with it, but in 2014, she released a song called "Shake It Off." Active diss track to haters. I hate it. But in this song, and I want to make sure I reference this correctly, in this song, she says, and I quote, "Haters gonna hate, 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 hate." That's 5 hates. Hate to the 5th power. And in response to haters hating to the 5th power, she says, "Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake to the 5th power." Keep up. I shake it off. I shake it off. Now that is the most offensive and discriminatory lyric I have ever heard in my life. And that is coming from a black person who listens to rap music. I get some of you guys might be Taylor fans in the audience. You might think, "Oh, no, she's right. You're being too negative. We do just need to just shake it off. Just shake it off." You know what can't be shaken off? The melting ice caps. That's what I got for you guys.